In 1885, a construction crew was excavating a parking lot in the relatively small town of Jackson, Tennessee. The bulldozer driver was working away, moving asphalt and earth, when he noticed something that had come up with the earth. Upon further inspection, he realized it was gold coins. The construction workers immediately divvied up the coins and went to the First American Bank and showed the coins to a teller named Wanda Graves. The men laid out the coins on the counter and asked her what they were. Wanda couldn't believe her eyes. She knew exactly what they were. These weren't any gold coins. These men had found an 1853 2.5 piece, 1858 $20 piece, two $5 pieces, an 1840 and an 1847. These coins were extremely rare, and Wanda Graves decided right then and there to try and make a deal. She bought these coins off of these construction workers for $460. There were plenty more where these coins had come from. The men went right back to the construction site and dug up more. These men took these coins to jewelers, pawn shops, gold dealers, collectors, anyone they could find that would give them the best deals. Of course, word spread like wildfire. The parking lot that they had been digging in belonged to the city of Jackson, so you know what that means. The authorities had to get involved. But it was several days later that they got involved, and many of the coins had already been sold, and the construction workers were the only ones that actually knew how many coins there were. Not to mention, they weren't completely honest with the police. So to this day, it is still not known how many coins, what kind of coins, or how much these coins were actually worth. Many of these coins are in circulation, so some of them are known. Because this was on city property, they went to court because the city was trying to collect their share. The matter was decided by Madison County Attorney Joe C. Morris. As luck would have it, Joe C. Morris ruled in favor of the construction workers. They actually got to keep any coins that they still had and any money that they had already made from selling the coins. But the mystery still remains. Where did these coins come from? Were they hidden from Civil War soldiers, buried by a murderer and a thief, or hidden by a corrupt banker? There are plenty of theories out there as to how these coins became buried under that parking lot. Here is the most likely and most accepted. In 1985, when the word got out that these gold coins were found, the local librarian decided that he, and only he, had the resources to find out where these coins came from. The librarian's name was Thomas Odd, and he and his cataloger, Wanda Washburn, cracked open the city's historical documents and began reading. It wasn't long before they came across our most likely theory. In the evening of February 3, 1859, George E. Miller was working at the Jackson branch of the Union Bank when an unknown man walked in. At some point in the exchange between Miller and the unknown man, Miller opened the vault and took out the bank checkbook and began writing a check. As Miller was leaning over writing the check, the unknown man picked up the canceling hammer and canceled Miller. The unknown man hit Miller over the back of his head, crushing the back of Miller's skull, killing him almost instantly. The unknown man then raided the vault, escaping with about $20,000 in cash and over $5,000 worth of gold coins, mostly $20 pieces. It should be noted that the coins that were found in 1985 were from 1858 and earlier. No coins having dates later than 1858 were discovered. Also, the coins were in pristine condition, which means many of them were very new, as if they were brand new, coming straight from a bank. Though no one was ever charged with the crime, there were a couple of interesting suspects, including Miller's own uncle, whom he was living with at the time. The other suspect that is extremely interesting was the bank president. It is reported that the land that the gold coins were found on were owned by the bank president or were owned by the bank. These gold coins that were discovered in 1985 are still out there. They're in circulation right now. You can find them and buy them online, anywhere from $2,000 to $20,000 each. This discovery is known as the Jackson, Tennessee Gold Hoard. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, leave comments, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.